NBC Sports Washington coverage of Wizards basketball is brought to you by McDonald's. When the Wizards win, fans get a Big Mac for $2 on the McDonald's app the next day at participating McDonald's. PinFed Credit Union, great rates for everyone. And by Toyota. For legendary safety and reliability, choose Toyota. Let's go places. Who's that good-looking man or men right there scoring on the Celtics in the Boston Garden? Is that Ruland and Mahorn? Who are these guys?
Called the one guy the Big Sexy.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Capital One Arena. Jeff Ruland, former Bullet, is joining us as we're recognizing again the accomplishments of great players within this organization. Welcome home, Jeff. How are you?
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you joining us here. We were talking on our podcast just about coming back to D.C. and sharing all the stories and stuff like that. And you've got a T-shirt here. As you see, the Beef Brothers are in the house.
I got instructed to bring some back for my daughters. My oldest daughter was born in Georgetown, and she just had my grandson today. So I'm a grandpa for the second time.
Congratulations.
I know I only look 30, 35. Younger than Jimmy Pastos.
Shout out Jimmy Pastos. But you and Rick Mahorn does the radio for the Pistons. Sure. He's in the house as well. What do you remember most, or what's your most favorite memory from playing with him?
I can't do that on the
okay.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. On the court.
On the tour, a lot of memories. One quick one. I came out of the game, sat on the end of the bench. Free throw went up. Rick threw an elbow, and I caught 3 of Lionel Hollins's teeth in my hands.
Wow.
Oh my.
Thanks them today for the new grill.
The new grill. Oh my.
So we were talking before. You were drafted by Golden State and got traded within how many minutes?
5 minutes.
And then you decided,
5 minutes.
Yeah, you decided to do something different. You decided to take your talents overseas and play for FC Barcelona. What did that teach you about the game when you came back over here in the States?
I knew I wasn't going back except on vacation. Been back many times now to the south of Spain, but it was a great experience.
I played basketball overseas professionally for 3 years, so I understand that struggle, and the creature comforts weren't there.
A little different now. It was about 40 years ago.
Ooh, but it's still all in the same.
No question.
It's still different.
No
it's still different. But
no question.
When you journeyed through the NBA, what was your most favorite part of the grind? Because you worked so hard, you were physical, but you were a different kind of player.
We carried our own uniforms. We washed our uniforms in the sink occasionally, depending who we were going to play that day. Flew coach sometimes, but my first year when I was a rookie, we had a great team. We went to the Eastern Conference Finals and still have some friendships today with Rick, Kevin Greavy, Frank Johnson. We lost Greg Ballard, but Joe Kopicki's son, Jay Kopicki, actually designed the season artist, did some stuff for NMM in Detroit. So shout out to him.
So as we watched Deni Avdija this year take the ball off the rim and kind of get offense going, that's nothing new. We actually saw this guy do that. In fact, you kids at home, go ahead and YouTube.
They had film of that back then?
There's film of that.
Yeah, he's a good young player. He's going to be a good player. Tonight they've been great. They're sharing the ball, and I don't know about the defensive intensity from Detroit, but they're sharing the ball.
Yeah.
What do you like most about Deni Avdija? He's only 22 years old, but the upside is incredible.
No, it's versatile. I mean, he shoots it, passes it. He can be, he's got the tools to be a great defender. He sees the court. Pass first guy. You got to love playing with guys like that.
All right, so I got to ask you, Daniel Gafford is about to join some very exclusive company, meaning you and Marcin Gortat, in terms of consecutive games of shooting at least 50% from the field. When you think about your game and your ability to score in the paint or maybe even shooting outside, what was the real key for you as an offensive player?
That's why I've had 13 surgeries. I spent a lot of time on the blacktop shooting hoops. And if I didn't shoot 50%, I was, very disappointed. I thought that the mark of a great player is some guys, you can get 30 points if you put up 30 shots. So Gafford, I love. I saw he was a little limping today. I hope he's all right. Got a live body.
Right. Bradley Beal.
I wasn't dunking it like him, though, unfortunately.
That's all right.
Speaking of which,
there we go.
Baseline drive dumped there by Bradley Beal. So The Wizards increased their lead now, 48-32.
That was my next question, was about Beal, three-time All-Star. What have you seen over the course of his time here in D.C.?
He's got better and better every year, and you know, now he's, you know, the elder statesman supposedly, but he's a leader. And you know, what I love about him, he's loyal. You know, he's loyal. He's a two-way street, but this is his home, and he's had a great career and can continue to do that. So hats off for him.
All right, so Beef Brothers, where did it come from, and how has it just kind of manifested?
We might figure this out at some point. I saw a sign that was a Beef sign when we played the Celtics in the playoffs. Rick said something about Cedric Maxwell, but I know Court Red. He's not witty enough to come up with that. But we're rolling with it now. Yeah. Beef Brothers are back.
And in fact, you got T-shirts and, you know,
T-shirts were open. The beef industry spends about $3 billion a year on advertising, so we're available. Haven't met a steak I didn't like.
There you go. Okay. You and me both, brother. Okay. As that ball goes out of bounds.
That would be great. You, Rick Mahorn, sitting in the steakhouse with Chris.
Even Burger King, we can revisit, right? No Alliance, we were open to McDonald's, In-N-Out.
I love it.
There you see Rick Mahorn, as you said, on the radio broadcast.
I'm debating whether even to go say hello to him tonight.
Why?
Pissing me off now. I'll go right after here. I'm going to go over to say hello to him and Glenn Contour.
Do you remember the first time you met Rick?
Yeah, it was at the World University Games. We were trying out for the World University Games. I won a gold medal with Kevin McHale, and fond memories of me and Rick in the hot tub with the women's Olympic volleyball team drinking Coors Light. We'll leave it at that.
There you go.
Well,
yeah,
nice having you
thank you so much for having me.
I'm joking. No, Chris is going.
I didn't want to go there. That's the true story, though.
I've
known him for over 40 years.
Jeff,
leave that alone. Okay.
Appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you guys so much. Go Wizards. Let's get in the playoffs.
That's right.
Getting in, you never know, right?
Congrats on your second grandchild.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's my world, my girls.
Oh, I love it.
Not my grandson. Well, we better not go there.
Yeah. Sweet.
All right. Just go on YouTube and check out Jeff Ruland for you kids that never saw him play.
Thank you. We've got a Beef Brothers channel with Rick and I. There's some games up there. There's a great interview with Manute Ball. And again, thank you guys so much for having me.
Thanks so much.
Awesome.
Timeout on the floor.
All right.
Wizards up 48-39, under 5.5 to go here in the second quarter.